Hello, what's story, morning glory, Marvel64 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 3D Blast. Just something I wanted to go over. You may notice my lives are inconsistent from the last video. This is because I actually did this fight, recording it. However, there was just one problem with it. For some odd reason, Upcam did another recording just after I stopped it and deleted the other one. However, I was also using save states during the fight, so I had to use the level select to get into the final fight, even though you can only access this when you have all 7k of emeralds. I am not sure if I'm going to get the full ending. I expect I would, but I doubt it. But if I don't get the full route, the good ending, I'll actually find a video of it and edit it in. And something I wanted to say is that I actually forgot to clip my mic onto me. It was actually on the side of my computer, by the side of my computer, but it still recorded me on the sound perfectly. So I'm quite surprised that happened, personally. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's do the final fight. This place is actually hard, and not in a cheap way either, which is very refreshing. However, there is a really limited frame. There's a limited frame of time for you to hit him, however, so it kind of balances out. This one is actually somewhat difficult, this form. You have to go through all of the phases twice in order to beat this fight. And trust me, it can be pretty hard. This one, I recommend charging as wait until you hear the charge up sounds. Oh shit. An easy way to tell is that it sounds like the laser from Sonic 3 Knuckles when Eggman's charging the laser up in flying battery, trying to blast you with it. At least I think it sounds like that. I do know that this game does borrow a few sound effects from Sonic 3 Knuckles. This one is actually... I'm quite surprised that this phase isn't the first one, because it is surprisingly easy. The only thing odd about it is that he lets himself open for a really short time. This one is pretty much a rehash of the third form of the last boss we fought in Panic Puppet. The only thing is that he only fires in one direction. No, he fires in two directions. It's just that the other part is actually jumping the balls. That time he went a little bit faster that time. He came out of his hidey hole, I'd like to call it. That's the thing though, probably the most frustrating part of this boss, I will say, is that some of his attacks are very hard to dodge, and you have a very limited time to hit him. Because here, if you're too busy trying to run away from the fireball, he's going to come out, and you're not going to realise it. Ha! Knew that was going to hit me. Knew that was going to hit me as well. My god, I'm not doing very well. Shit. Yeah, spin dashing is not a very good tactic. However, this part is actually fairly easy to dodge. Just start moving towards it, then just jump. just make sure you do it before the hands fly at you. And we are back to this one again. This one is so bloody easy. I mean, really, so laughably easy. That's the thing. It's a bit too easy to be the 5th phase. I'd say the first phase is harder than the 5th. Just that the 5th, the 4th is just so easy to dodge. This should be the last hit. Should be, if my calculations are correct. There we go. Beaten. Sonic got through the final fight. Get some. And I believe, yeah, I am getting the full ending. Well, that's pretty good. Which means I don't have to search for a clip then. I know, this end's kind of disappointing. Thank you, Sonic. You say this from Robotnik. We are grateful for your efforts. I did what I wanted to do. Or had to do, shouldn't I be? Nobody messed with my friends. See ya. The Flickies have been freed, and peace came back to Flicky Island once again. I must admit, it's not really as iconic as the other Sonic endings. That said, Sonic 3D Blast is really not a terrible game. It is good in its own way, but it is marred with flaws. There's actually a Saturn version and PC version. They have better graphics, a different soundtrack done by Richard Jack of Blade Trinity fame. He would later go on to, after leaving Sega, I think, to compose the soundtrack to Blade Trinity, the movie. And this wouldn't be Travis Tales' last Sonic game. They would later go on to do Sonic R, which has a bad reputation, but personally, I actually like that game. Yeah, I like Sonic R. Sue me. But that said, this game's not fantastic. And I forgot to mention that the Sega Saturn and PC versions actually have a completely different spec stage. But be a story for another time. But that said, I'll see you next time for more Let's Plays. And see you next time for Sonic Blast and Sonic Genesis. See you next time.